It's pretty interesting, though. Yesterday, we were worried about the winds.
Yeah.
Today,
I know.
iffy again.
It's still iffy,
Still
yeah, and even
iffy.
into the next couple of days, it's still going to be one of those things where it has to be in the moment.
Right.
We're going to be out here tracking it because every little difference counts in those wind speeds.
Absolutely. So if everything, weather permitting, of course, goes just as planned, 6 o'clock, dawn patrol, 6:40, the new laser light show. That's really neat. You don't want to miss that. 7 o'clock, hopefully we'll get the balloons to launch. Then 8 o'clock, there's going to be a flying competition. And this is actually my favorite. So also at 8 o'clock, they start the chainsaw carving competition. It's really neat. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen that yet. No.
I love it.
I
If
gotta
you
see it
haven't
today.
seen it, you need to. Okay, so come with me real fast. We're going to go this way because I want to show you vendor row. So there's not that many people here, but take a look who we found. Super early. Tell me your name.
Hi, I'm Rebecca.
Rebecca, how many times have you been to Balloon Fiesta?
A lot since I was little. I've come every year with my papa.
So tell me, why are you here so early?
To get some good coffee and some good burritos.
Well, there you
That's
go.
the key.
Yeah. You know, I was really surprised when I saw you here. We normally see only vendors this early. We see a few other people ready to see the balloons.
Yeah, and I didn't want to get stuck in traffic.
That's what I was going to ask you next.
Yeah.
So is that key? Is that your secret to make sure you make it to the balloons?
Yeah, because I remember one time I came and it was kind of a little later and it was too late.
Yeah.
Because we slept in.
And that happens a lot, right? If you're not getting off the exit, what, by like 5 o'clock, you're done.
Then you're stuck in traffic.
You're stuck in traffic, and you're watching the balloons
Yeah.
from your car. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy your morning.
Thank you.
Go get some coffee and some burritos, right? So we have a lot going on this morning here, and of course, we're going to be here covering it all, Kristen and I, and she'll let you know what's going to happen weather-wise. We're going to send it back to you, Adam.
Sounds good. Bright and early out there. Thank you so much. Keep it right here on KRQE News 13 for complete coverage of this year's 44th annual International Balloon Fiesta. And don't forget to switch to News 13 from News 13 to CASA later this morning. Crystal, as she mentioned, Kristen, they'll both be live there on the field. David will be too, David Romero, during our Balloon Fiesta special. That starts at 7 o'clock during the flying competition. We will also be streaming it live on our website and on the news app, KRQE News app. Many are hoping for a go-ahead on the mass ascension this morning, but the weather canceled last night's balloon glow. That disappointed a lot of people. But with how the weather's been, organizers thought it would be best to call it off. With lightning strikes going on, it becomes a big safety issue for hot air balloons. The next balloon glow isn't scheduled until Thursday. Many people who came from out of town say they have to head home.
We were like, all right, well, we'll come back tomorrow and catch the glow, and it's kind of disappointing to hear that it's canceled now.
We're hoping they schedule another glow through the week before we leave, so we'll see.
Well, if it doesn't happen tomorrow, we've got plans to go on to the Grand Canyon.
It wasn't all bad news, though. The laser and fireworks show, that was not canceled, as many gathered this morning on what's expected, we hope anyway, a good day, although Kristen is saying the weather could be a little rough. We'll find out. Don't forget, KRQE News 13 is your Balloon Fiesta station. Again, Crystal and Kristen will be live there for the mass ascension starting at 7 on to CASA. Time now 5:05. Developing this morning, a Santa Fe-based company is facing a class action lawsuit. The New Mexican reports a Florida law firm filed that lawsuit this week against the maker of American Spirit cigarettes, Santa Fe Natural Tobacco Company, and its parent company, Reynolds American. The plaintiffs say the cigarette maker's marketing uses terms like natural or additive free. They claim that violates federal law. This morning, Los Alamos National Laboratory is running out of room to store its nuclear waste. According to the Albuquerque Journal, a recent report shows the lab will reach its maximum capacity for storing radioactive waste sometime in the next 2 years. The Waste Isolation Pilot Plant, or WIP, which would normally take in waste from Los Alamos, was closed last year after a drum of waste leaked. The feds have indefinitely delayed WIP's reopening due to safety concerns. Police are asking for your help this morning after a thief got away with $15,000 in merchandise in an early morning burglary at an uptown store. Surveillance cameras captured the brazen crime at the Sunglass Hut. It happened on Wednesday. The beginning of the video shows the suspect arriving on a skateboard. He forces his way in through the front door, then casually wanders around the store grabbing pair after pair of expensive sunglasses. Although the man did have his face covered, police hope the shirt that he had on can help solve the crime.
It's a very distinct shirt that he's wearing. It says Goodfellas on the back with double zeros, most likely a skateboarding kind of shirt.
The store's alarm did not go off. If you do recognize the man, you're asked to call APD. Albuquerque police are also looking for a group of kids caught on surveillance using a stolen credit card. They say it happened at Walmart on Eubank and I-40. Police say the credit card was stolen during an auto burglary. If you recognize any of these suspects, you're asked to call police. The time is 5:07 now, and new this morning after months in detention in North Korea, a New York University student is reportedly about to be released. Wonmoon Ju is expected to be handed over to South Korea at the border today. Ju was detained in April. South Korean student said that he had been arrested by soldiers after crossing into North Korea from China to make a statement and thought it could have a good effect in the relations between the two Koreas. They're expected to free 3 other South Korean citizens that the country is holding as well. Developing now, LinkedIn will have to fork over millions for sending its users too many emails. The social networking site has agreed to shell out $13 million to settle a 2013 lawsuit linked to the site's Add Connections feature. Some LinkedIn members were upset that address book contacts that they'd requested to connect with had received multiple reminder emails. The settlement affects those who used the feature between September 17th, 2011 and October 31st, 2014. You have until December 14th now to submit a claim form to be included. Customers can get up to $1,500 each. CBS Money Watch, Jamie Yuccas is reporting this morning on a lot of flooding that's taken place in rain-soaked South Carolina. We're going to move on to that right now, and it's a bad situation. People who live there are preparing for more storms today after a weekend of torrential rain. The rain led to a number of water rescues. A mother and a 15-month-old baby had to be airlifted from fast-moving floodwaters by the Coast Guard. In some areas, anywhere from 14 to 24 inches of rain fell over the weekend, washing out roads. In Columbia, the capital of South Carolina, a dam break flooded major roads. At least 5 storm-related deaths have been reported in the state. This morning, a flash flood watch remains in effect in many areas because even more rain is in the forecast today. We'll stay on top of this throughout the course of the day and keep you posted. But that all had rescuers trying to save a driver who got swept away and submerged in floodwaters. Look at this. The truck floated, his truck floated downstream. He was eventually pulled to safety by rescue crews. It was one of more than 200 swiftwater rescues reported across the state. Pretty dramatic footage there.